A lawyer asked Jesus, and he was trying to trap him when he asked the question. He said, what's the greatest commandment? Of all the commandments in the law of Moses, what's the greatest commandment? And Jesus said, that's easy. The greatest commandment is, you shall love the Lord your God with all your heart, soul, strength, and mind. And he carried on and continued from that. But if you stop on that just a minute, if you were standing before God today and there's a little check-in, a little quiz, if there's one thing that's the most important thing, and that's that you love God with everything in you, how do you think God would say that you are doing with that right now in this season of your life? And I think a lot of folks would, maybe not most people, but some folks, especially folks who consider themselves to be Christians, would say, well, I think I'm doing pretty good with that. But can you dig a little bit deeper into that question? What does it mean to love God with all your heart, soul, strength, and mind? And to pair that with, this is the greatest commandment. Like of all the things that you're going to do in your life, this is the most important thing. Well, I think the key to that whole thing is the word love. You shall love. That's the action word. Love God. What does that mean? Well, God demonstrated for us what love is. So he saw the mess that we were in with our sin problem that separates us from him and all of those things. So Jesus came into our world. He sacrificed, surrendered, and gave everything. That's what love is. Love is caring more about the other person than I care about myself. And that's what God did for us. So love has to be reciprocal, doesn't it? What do I mean by that? Well, it has to, Jesus gave to us, God gave Jesus to us, so now we have to give back. Love is caring more about the other person than I care about myself. What does the record show about how you care about God? Do you just like, okay, we're going to go to church on Sunday, but then live your life the way you want to the rest of your life? Do you care about the things that God cares about injustice, about pain, about loss, about people who are separated from God? Do you care about loving the people around you the way that God loves the people around you? How are you doing with loving God with all of your heart, soul, strength, and mind? And I pose this question to you today because I want to challenge you. I want to push you. I don't want you to sit there and say, oh, I'm doing great, I'm doing great. I want you to think, man, if I think I've got 24 hours in a day, 168 hours in a week, how am I using those hours for the one thing that God has called me to do? If that's convicting at all to you today, spend some time with God saying, show me the things where I am missing it. Highlight things in my life that I need to be doing to love you better. I want to get this right, God. Y'all work on that a little bit. Hope you have a great day. Love you. See you soon.